Hey, Gutfoxx here. So, the best team in MLB The Show 22. It's the Pirates theme team, obviously. No. We're going to go through my roster right now, do a little bit of a lineup update, and go through each spot, why I got that guy there. And we're going to kind of go over general strategy with lineup. Now, I think the overarching thing going on in the game right now is left-handed pitchers. We got, Randy, David Price, Dallas Geico. We got Chris Sale, which is going to be an absolute fiend when he comes out. So lefties, even though we got some incredible ones, and I love hitting lefty, I just hate hitting lefty, right? It just my brain doesn't work that way. I'm a lefty IRL, so I don't know the way I swing, and then the lefty showing it feels weird. Just can't do it. A lot of people feel the way. If you can hit lefty, then you can go ahead and chalk your lineup full lefties. It's not a big deal. But I really can only afford two in the lineup. So that's why, this entire lineup is kind of, built around that factor. Is the factor that, you know what, maybe we should, reel it in a little bit. Because most years I have three lefties. Because I do love, right? If this was another year, I'd put, Devers out here. I'd figure out a way of getting George Brett. I know some people put him at second base, and they do okay with George Brett there. He doesn't get too many terrible animations. But I'd figure out another way to lefty in the lineup. Now, you're looking at my outfield. You're looking at my first baseman, my catcher, best team, and those are the cards? Yeah, that's fair. I think Henry Davis could easily be replaced by somebody like Rutschman if I wanted to switch hitter, because Rutschman's nice, right? A lot less power versus lefties, a little bit power less than power righties, etc. Contact pretty much the same. But overall, I'm a Pirates homer, so that's why I'm going to keep him. 95 overall catcher. I could go Joe Mauer, but again, you just heard me rant about lefties. If it weren't such a lefty meta, Joe Mauer would absolutely be my starting catcher. This guy's incredible. Let me show you what I've done with him. 452 through 160 at bats. A lot of it's events, to be fair. I don't play a ton of ranked because I get disconnected a lot, and I just don't want to go through that rage. A lot of my losses are from disconnects, so it's just sad. Okay, so anyways, I think the biggest question mark right now I have at first base and left field. I think left field, I'm a Pirates homer, and I love this kind of card. Don't get me wrong, he's incredible. Look at the attributes at the bat. He's just terrible in the field, okay? You were going to give up some hits. It's not going to happen that often versus previous years. Last year, I think outfield defense mattered more. This year, the ball hangs up a little bit more. Kiner, yeah, incredible with the bat. But if I were to actually choose, the best card for the left field on my team, it would definitely be Acuna at the moment. All right, especially because he's playing up against righties. His contact lefty a little bit lower. Depends on what difficulty level you play at. I could see Roberto Clemente being that dude. If you're playing at legend difficulty. Now, majority of people, 99% of the people, I think statistically, or maybe even over 99% of the people, don't play at legend difficulty. So I don't really cater my thoughts too much. I'll make mention of it, but Clemente is good at legend difficulty. Everywhere else, give me more power with good contact, right? Hall of Fame, you still need good contact. You can't be out there with a Max Muncy style pea shooter or something, or Joey Gallo size. Muncy ain't bad against lefties. Against righties, I think it's 30. I was playing him in BR. I was like, well, that's really small even for BR. But anyways, I would probably go Acuna, but I think the trade-off, you get a little extra pop here with Kiner, especially against lefties. The contact on Kiner a little bit better, except for when the IE is up. The issue is you don't get the speed, you don't get the inside edge that somebody like Acuna gives you. The speed, the quirks also, because he also gets great quirks, unfazed, dead red, breaking ball hitter, the best ones possible. So in my opinion, the best team would include Acuna in the outfield. Some people are making the argument that it's Acuna over Trout, but it's Mike Trout. Let's chillax here, right? It's still Mike. Mike gets the best quirks. The only downside is, against the righties, he's kind of tragic. So Babe Ruth is Babe Ruth. I do need a couple lefties for me. My middle infield, I got Ketel Marte right here. I know a lot of people are using their cap either at shortstop or catcher. I use a cap reliever because I didn't want to grind two caps. Okay, I could grind a cap that I could use him as starting pitcher 1 out of 5 days, and then a field player the other 4 out of 5. I didn't feel like doing it, so I made a reliever because the relievers in this game just aren't that good, considering we get a ton of great competitive fielders. Now Ketel Marte, again, switch hitter, and that's what I love most about him. He's got low 80s pop, so it's not incredible. He can hit it out. Speed isn't phenomenal, but he's got decent fielding and everything. So he's my shortstop right now. I'm using Foscue at the moment, who I do enjoy his swing and whatnot. I really like this card. Maybe contact versus righty at Hall of Fame. Legend is a little bit low. I really do enjoy Polanco. So I would go Polanco probably at short, and then move my Cattell back to second if I want more switches. But I'm trying out right now this Foscue. I haven't really got a ton of reps with him at the moment, but he should be fun. I think Toggly at first base. Again, the lack of contact. If I were at higher difficulties, higher than Hall of Fame, I think I'd probably go Frank, right? Give me the extra 29 contact versus righties. Power is pretty equal against righties, but like, against lefties, also Frank's a killer. So overall, I think Frank's the better card. Toglia, I think, would be also a decent piece for the outfield if you do go Frank at first over Kiner. So you could argue, move Toglia there and then Frank at first base. So that way you could keep your number of switch hitters and right-handed hitters, but you just get a little bit more contact here with Frank than with somebody like Kiner. So overall, though, like a lot of these cards are going to perform pretty similarly for me, so I don't mind a ton there. I think Albert Pujols is a phenomenal card, and the fact that he's not making my lineup anymore is just psycho to me. 1300 OPS through 250 plate appearances. He's done well. He's got a nice swing. He's got a nice feel to him. So it might be better off just use him instead of Kiner, but I'm kind of addicted to the Pirate. So overall, there's the lineup. It's definitely not, like I said, the best. But as for the bench, I got 2 righty killers, 2 lefty killers. Castellanos and Nelson Cruz are literally like end game lefty killers. The only issue is like the lack of speed on someone like Cruz. You could like platoon Castellanos with Babe Ruth in the outfield here. So if you do go against the lefties, if you do go against a lefty, boom, you got Castellanos out there. Then you have 2 right-handed pinch hitters. I also use Tatis as a pseudo pinch runner if I do need it. I rarely use pinch runners, but just in case late in the game, saying like Nelson Cruz gets on, then I'll be like, all right, let's go Tatis instead. But if I chew through my pinch hitters, then I got Tatis there, who's still awesome pinch hitter right there. I really don't really love his fielding that much. I think it's it's okay, I'd say, but I have seen him make a few bobbles for me, which I didn't love at all. So yeah, that's kind of how I have it. 2 pinch hitting lefties, 2 pinch hitting righties, and a speed. As for the starting lineup, obviously Randy Johnson, best card in the game. Live series, Bobby Miller, he's got outlier. I talked about it during my last video. I think you really want to main the sinker on him, and then you could change speeds up to an outlier or down to his splitter, slider, curve. Okay. Dallas Keuchel is, I don't feel like he's underrated, but he plays above that overall so well. I love the Dallas. Roy Halladay would not be here. He is not I'm just getting him stamina back because it's just something I want, right? I use other guys. I don't know. I just like guys knowing that they've been at top stamina. But overall, if I had a choice, I would probably throw maybe, I don't know who Scuba was really glitchy. I haven't used Brash yet, and that's kind of an issue. I don't know if you guys like Brash. Let me know if you guys are a fan of Brash throwing 98 with a slider slurve circle. So, like, the slider slurve is similar to Randy Johnson. But the reason why Randy Johnson is so good is the fact that his slider and slurve are 10 miles per hour different and look the same coming out of the hands, right? So, it's a little bit different. I think Price would probably be my number 4 pitcher. And then my number, I don't know. I haven't tried Maddox either. Job is all right. I think these guys are all competitive with each other. I really don't know who I'd use here in the 5th slot if it came down to it. I might even go to like Oral, or I might just go ahead and pick up Mr. Maddox. I know for a fact, was it Cole? Who was I think it was Cole. Yeah, Cole's got a super weird delivery. So even though his pitches aren't great, I will say Cutter Away, lefty, it's underrated. Cutter Away is so underrated this year. Cutter sinker combo. I might go back to Corbin Burns. I don't know. 5th pitcher right now is just like everybody's kind of like a mix with each other. I don't really have like a standout 5th. Number 5 would be a hard one, but I do like. This is my top 4 starters. As relievers, I'll probably replace Hoffman with my Cap. And then I'll have these guys all here. Hader, I know, has got some people loving him, some people hating him. I like 3 lefties in the bullpen and 5 righties? Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 righties. So that's kind of what I'm looking at right now. I think Duran is probably the best right-handed reliever in the game at the moment. With his just absolute phenomenal, outstanding outlier stuff, double outlier both 1 and 2. for the splitter, which is, I think, a unique thing. I don't think we've ever seen that before in the show. But overall, yeah, if I get in a sticky situation with my starters, the cap comes in and can pitch like 5 innings for me. And people, you could just tell people getting angry at it. So I really hope caps go away. I think cap hitters are actually the most impactful spot in the field. But everybody's like, oh yeah, cap hitters great. That's generally what people who use cap hitters say. Oh, cap hitters are fine. I'm okay with that because you use them. But I use cap pitchers to try and fuel hate, to try and get more people to hate caps and get them out of this game mode because I think caps are stupid. But that's it for my lineup update at the moment. Yeah, we'll hopefully be live on Twitch here someday soon, and we'll get some gameplay in. I also got the you guys voted in my video, it was kind of like a joke vote, but like the Marlins theme team. So we'll try and get some Marlins theme team action going in to the games too. So Giancarlo. Oh, I haven't earned his 93 yet, so that one's got to get increased to this. Oh yeah, I gotta finish off the moonshot first before I do the Marlins theme team. But anyways, that's the video. Talked enough. That's the lineup. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys' lineups are looking like. Who are your favorite cards at what spots? I love that MLB, like, there's so many cards that are so, like, debatable, and they're just down to personal feel. I think that's the best part of this game, personally. That there's just so much differences, but similarities, and it's all personal preference in a lot of these spots. Thanks for watching. Call to action. I will see you tomorrow.